to our very next topic, man. And we got the Commanders gear right now. So we're gonna talk about the Commanders. 2-1 right now, tied for first place in the NFC. The big question is, can the Commanders win the NFC East?
I'll go first. Go ahead, Reek. Go ahead, Reek.
All right. First of all, I'd like to say good evening, gentlemen.
Oh God.
Cheers. Listen, I asked for this. If you watch anything I said, I've asked for this. I said we need to have a good win for ESPN, FS1, all the big shows to talk about us. They did it. I've been home. I work from home today. I watched the show. They talked about us all day. Shout out to them. They're making me nervous now, if I'm being honest. But they asked the same exact question. They're going too far. They're going too far. That's way too far. If I'm being honest with you, I'll be shocked if we're not in third place by the end of the season. Now the question is, look, can they win it? Can they win the NFC East? They can. Will they win it? I will say no. I don't. When you don't have no defense, you can't put it in a rookie's hands to carry you every game for 17 games. I just don't see how we could win the NFC East. We don't have the talent on defense. I would say we don't have the weapons, but the scheme that we run, similar to kind of when we had Kyle Shanahan calling plays in 2012, the scheme works. We didn't have a lot of weapons then either. We had Garcon. I'm not sure if Deshaun was there. I can't remember in 2012. I know we had Garcon. I think it was just Garcon at that time. I might be wrong, though. We didn't have a lot of weapons, so I feel like it's the scheme that's making it work, the offense, but we don't have enough weapons on offense, honestly. We got a decent run game, and the defense is just not there. So my answer will be we can, but we won't. And but listen, this is one thing I would love to be wrong about.
Okay, I'll go next. I'll make it quick. No, they can't. I think they're a year or two away. They can finish second, though. I said going into this year, my only playoff team out of that division is the Eagles. I actually had the Cowboys missing it. I didn't like that Jerry did absolutely nothing. I didn't like the Cowboys defense. I didn't like the Cowboys running game. I totally agree with you, Alphabets, with everything you said earlier. That's how I felt in the preseason. I said the Cowboys aren't making the playoffs. They are not that good. They're going to put up points, but they're going to give up way too many points. The Eagles are going to win that division. And the Giants, I don't even need to say anything. Y'all know. Washington can finish second with about 8 wins. They look much better than I expected, but I don't trust their defense. I don't know if I trust their weapons outside of McLaurin. I'm not sure that they even have the weapons. It's up and down. But Daniels, I have to say, looks good. He's not turning the ball over. That's the thing as a rookie. If you're not turning the ball over, you're on the right path. So I think that the Commanders are going to finish second. They're going to shock some people by finishing with 8-9 wins, but they're not there yet. The Eagles are the best team and have the best roster.
Wild card?
What?
I was just checking with box office. We got wild card or no?
I didn't have them in the preseason. I won't go there yet.
Let me go really quick, man. Yes, I think they can make the playoffs. I mean, not the playoffs. I mean, I think they can win the division because when it comes to the NFC East, it always comes down to the wire, and it's very close. I've seen teams win the NFC East with 8 wins and 9 wins. Obviously, we know what's going on with Dallas, and Dallas, when people don't believe in Dallas, they'll somebody squeeze it in and surprise people in a very ugly way. And I'm not sold on Philadelphia. I'm not sold on Philadelphia just yet, though. I see a lot of issues going on in Philadelphia, so I wouldn't be, too on Philadelphia right now. Saquon's holding that team down right now, and I didn't think Saquon was able to pull this off because I'm looking at the Commanders' schedule right now, man. I know they can beat the Arizona Cardinals. I know they could beat the Cleveland Browns. They could take a loss against the Ravens. The next game, they played the freaking Carolina Panthers. I know they can beat the Chicago Bears. I know they could beat the New York Giants. Steelers and Commanders, that's going to be shaky. The next two games they're going to play the Eagles and Cowboys. That's going to be tough. If they could split one of those games. That's a win for them. I know they could beat the Tennessee Titans, and I know for a fact they could beat the New Orleans Saints this season also. So yes, I think they can win the NFC East. But go ahead.
Talk that talk, Keo.
Look, I'm with you. I think they're about a year away. They have some holes, some very noticeable holes. Look, they found their franchise quarterback. That's the number one objective. You want to. It seems like you probably have found your franchise quarterback after the whole Sam Howell and Dwayne Haskins. You know, rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins, Sam Howell, and all these other yahoos that they brought up in there. But linebacker spot and secondary and and edge rusher. Y'all got rid of Chase Young and you got rid of Montez Sweat. So that's a serious hole over there that I think that'll come back to bite you. It's the Eagles' division to lose. And I still think that the Cowboys are better than the Commanders. I do. As bad as they are, y'all heard me just badmouth them. I still think that they're better than the Commanders.
The Commanders' schedule that what's put in front of them is a favorable schedule to win the NFC East. I'm not saying they will, but I'm going to say it's possible, though, man. The schedule is really favorable for them.
Yeah, it is. But, those rookies, a lot of times we see them, they hit that wall there. I like what Jaden Daniels doing. But, you got a rookie, a brand new staff over there, Kingsbury. I mean, Quinn's been a head coach before. Hell, he took the Falcons to the Super Bowl, but it's still, they're implementing a lot of stuff. I think that the Cowboys will wake up. Because you still got Micah Parsons, you still got CeeDee Lamb, you still got Dakota Prescott. So, and then here's the other thing with the NFC East. Every year, I don't think we've had a repeat champion since 2004. So, that's the other thing going.
I can't remember who won it last year. Eagles or Dallas?
Cowboys won. So we're not going to win. We're not going to win.
Before you go, you said the linebackers. That's actually the strongest part of our defense. The linebackers. We got Frankie Louisville, Bobby Wagner, and we got our first round draft pick from 3 years ago, Jamin Davis, coming off the bench, and he's kind of going back and forth from the D line to the linebacker. I love Frankie Louisville is a dog, man, and Bobby Wagner.
I think the strength of your defense is those two Alabama boys.
They're not doing anything.
Allen and Payne. You're not going to see it with defensive tackles. You're not going to see it with defensive tackles. Unless it's Aaron Donald. Trade
him right now. Trade him.
I'll take him. I'll take them. I'll take one of them. I'll take one of them over here. While Alvin Kamara's averaging 7 yards a carry running against us, I'll take one of them.
But he's nice, bro. You can't do it against that, bro.
Talk that
talk. Has he been nice? Has he been nice the past 3 years?
Yeah.
He looks good. Now, he hasn't been – Alvin Kamara has not been all that the past couple years.
Alvin Kamara –
I know Yvonne likes that.
Alvin Kamara is not just a running back. He's a receiving running back as well.
He hasn't run nice the past 2 years. Has he been nice the past 2 years?
Okay, he missed 4 games last year and still ran for 600-something yards. Yeah, he's been
600 yards? 600 yards?
4 games.
600 yards?
Really? Alvin Kamara was trash this past weekend. 26 yards for 87 yards or 26 carries for 87 yards. Keo could have ran that, bro. I give him.
That's why they have.
All right.
No, he couldn't have.
Hey, how you get 26 carries and you can't run for 100 yards?
It wouldn't be a show without no Saints slander. That's all I'm gonna say.
Go ahead, go ahead. Can the Commanders make the playoff? I win the division.
Can they win the division? Realistically, no, man. They're not gonna win. They can't win the division. I heard the schedule you just ran down.
Yeah.
I think they split with everybody in their division. I think they split with and they might sweep the Giants. Yeah. But I think they split with the Eagles. I think they split with the Cowboys. So those are 2 wins. They can beat the Browns and
Bears.
They can beat the Bears. They can
Cardinals might
beat
be.
What about your Saints? See, can they beat the
Hell
Saints?
no, they can't beat us, man. But
Hey, that's gonna.
We gonna be betting.
hey, I'm gonna be here. I'm right here. I'm here every week, baby. Just come holler at me.
That's gonna be something special though, because Jaden will be going to Louisiana in the Superdome, man. So,
all right.
Why you got the wrong jersey on though?
Go ahead, X.
All right. Can they win a division? I can't believe I'm saying this. Yes, they can win a division.
Let's go.
Hey, I just had the Eagles in my Power 5 rankings. I do think that they're one of the better teams. They did lose the game with Saquon dropping the ball. But here's my deal. How long is A.J. Brown going to be out for? Is Devonta Smith hurt? I know, they're saying he may come back this week or next week. If they miss time, hey, then wins might pile up for the Commanders. I like what I'm seeing. I know that y'all may think, it's just Terry McLaurin, but I like De'Ami Brown. I like Luke McCaffrey. I know these guys are not household names. I get all that.
Keep going.
You got Austin Eckler. You got Brian Robinson. That's two different styles of running backs. You got Jaden Daniels, who's dynamic and not turning the ball over. If the Eagles are banged up, I think that the Commanders have a real shot at this. If all the Eagles have is Saquon Barkley, I don't believe in Johan Dotson. The Commanders traded Johan Dotson to the Eagles. That tells you everything that you need to know. So I'm just looking. I've heard mixed reviews. AJ Brown could be out 2 weeks. I've heard AJ Brown might be out for 8 weeks. It just depends on who you find that information from. I hope it's not 8 weeks, but I'm just saying.
It's a hamstring. Those are always tricky.
Right. So if he misses time, that to me changes everything for the Eagles because A.J. Brown is that dynamic of a wide receiver. If Devonta Smith misses time, you're talking about him going from a number 2 receiver to a number 1 receiver. And I like Smith, but I don't think he's the number 1. So it changes things. I think the Commanders actually have a shot, and they're playing with so much confidence. Like Reek said, man, these boys are going up and down the field. Nobody's stopping them. You got to stop them. To me, they can do it. I'm not saying they will, but they definitely can do it.
Everybody always starts off with the.
All right, man.
Starts off with high hopes. We'll have this conversation in about 6 or 7 weeks, and I save this film. Save this because we're going to come back. We're going to revisit this in a few weeks. And this happened. See, what had happened was we'll revisit
but
this.
The question is, can, not will. Can
you win the lottery? Can an asteroid hit the planet? Yes, it can. Is it probable? Probably not.
You should have said will.
Okay, so I'll do this for you. Since nobody did, I'll do this. I give them a 40% chance to win the division.
I'll give him 15.
Okay.
I know you ready to go. You mind if I jump in real quick? 10 seconds. You can count it.
Go.
Like the way Alphabet's talking. We winning the damn division now.
Let's go!
100% chance.
Put something on it. Put something on it.
Save the clip. Save the clip. I said it. I'll bet, and we gonna have a better record than y'all Cowboys.
Put something on it. Put something on it. That's what I say. Put something on it. Everybody, confident. Y'all gonna win the Super Bowl in week 3. We'll revisit this in 7 weeks. We'll revisit this in 7 weeks. When you sitting over there and you harder to find than Osama bin Laden or Carmen Sandiego. We'll see then. We'll see then. 7 weeks.
Alphabets. Reek is talking like how C was 2 weeks ago after they beat Carolina.
He pushed my buttons.
He's still talking like that. What you talking about?
He pushed my buttons.
One thing I know about Reek and Marcus, man, these guys don't duck no smoke at all. But